Hello, my good people. I am just making a video to give you guys an update on my post office position. I am a PSC at a town about 30 minutes from where I live here in Indy. And I just want to go through the information because I did go in there not knowing anything, what to expect. So therefore, I'm just following, trying to share the information with you all. So how it all started, I would say that I applied for this position back maybe late April, beginning of March. I did get an interview May 9th. From there, the lady just pretty much explained what the position did. I did do my fingerprints, fill out some paperwork, and so forth. Then I would say I got the paperwork done. Maybe about 2 to 3 weeks later, I got the offer letter in an email. Now, you know how the post office is kind of weird because they do everything through email. So you would have to be constantly checking your emails, constantly checking the process in USPS website. Now, my interview, I did receive a paper mail, an envelope with my interview information in it. From then, I received about 10 days later, I received my offer letter, or accepting, kind of trying to accept my information on trying to accept my my offer that they were providing me with. Now, I will say that all this I would through the computer. The simple fact that I did accept my offer through my mobile device, and they also sent fingerprinting information, not fingerprinting, background information, some references that they were asking for, and also rental, your address history, and your employer history. Okay. Now, when I did do this through the computer, through the mobile device, accepting my offer, they did state that they received everything but that. So I came home and did it on my computer, and they received it. I would say about 9 to 10 days later, on June 21st, I received orientation paperwork. I printed that off because it stated to print off, because they do give you a parking pass that you have to put on your window, your windshield. And, you're supposed to be bringing in picture ID, Social Security, birth certificate. And also, it gives you the address on where you need to show up. I only did orientation 3 days out that week. And then I showed up to work on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. My shift is from 4 a.m. till right now it's to 9, 10, or maybe even 12 at noon, which is fine with me. I like the hours. I know it will get busy at one point, and it's pretty cool. So after that, in orientation, they go through safety information. First of all, you're sworn in, right, before you start doing anything, because it is, people's meals. You are protecting the United States of America by, not trying to smuggle stuff in, trying to help someone smuggle stuff in, and so forth. So in orientation, when I first arrived, I got this book, and to tell you the truth, we only used it once or twice because they do go through slides in class. I received this folder right here, inside that folder, there's some paperwork that you have to fill out, but he'll go in order with you. He'll go over it with you. He or she will go over it with you like my postmaster did. The person was a postmaster. He's been there for 25 years, the one that did the orientation. And he loves it. He has some good stuff to say about it. When you first start at a post office, you're at the bottom. You got to work yourself up. It is by seniority. Then after that, let me see. Let me show you my orientation paperwork that I did receive. So this is what I received in my email, telling me where I needed to show up at, what's the days. They say Monday through Wednesday, but 8:30, it's supposedly 8 hours. It really wasn't for me. The first day, I believe I was there from 8:30 to 3:30. Second day, I was there from 8:30 to 4. And then Wednesday, I was out of there by 10 a.m. And then Thursday, I showed up to my job. But therefore, make sure you know where you're going. Make sure that you talk to somebody, because a lot of people didn't know what positions they had, where they needed to show up, where, because you can show up, but what then what do? You can't get anywhere. And you do get a badge. You get your picture taken the second day. I think I got my picture taken the first day and then received it on the second day. And this is my badge right here. He went through all the safety information. He did express not to steal anything, because if you caught stealing, you will not be able to work for the post office ever again in your life, or any government agency or federal agencies at that. Okay, we did some tests, like a 5-question test, and then a questionnaire. I think it was like maybe 20 question questionnaire. And that's pretty much it. I mean, people came in to talk about safety, airplanes, knowing the difference on what to do if there's a package that has liquid, or it's leaking, it smells, it's starting to smoke, safety stuff. And then after that, other people did come in for those that needed to do a driving test for like the RCAs, the RCCs, and so forth. Because there were 25 people in my class, so they were all doing something different. There were more PSEs though. So they went through that, and then that second day, we were separated. So all the PSEs went into a room, received this paperwork, received this booklet, and then there was a sign up sheet to sign up for the union. Okay. I felt like I wanted to sign up for the union just because you never know. Just in the simple fact too, also that post office is not a tax dollar. It's not funded by any tax dollars. The post office they own themselves. And you never know, anything can happen. Now, I will say that the first 90 days, you have to show up for work. You have to be there on time, go to work every day, because there is a probation, 90-day probation. And but for those that do have vacations already pre-scheduled, and you got a hotel room, or you have anything to prove that you've had that set aside, they'll maybe be lenient. It's not 100% possibility. They said that you can try. We went over pay with the union just because they did separate us, and we are not the same as RCAs and RCCs, which is route city carriers or rural route carriers, so forth. Now for me, I'm a PS grade 6. My hourly rate is $17.19. Okay. They talk about the overtime for every 8 hours that you work. If you work anything after 8 hours, it's a time and a half. If you work, I believe anything after 40, it's, I wrote it down because it's kind of hard. You know, they go over fast. Let me see. After, time and a half after 8 hours. After 56 hours of work, it's double time. For PSEs, from what I know, everybody's different. For the holiday that's coming up, July 4th, I don't get paid double. I will work it, but it's like I work my shift plus they'll provide me with 6 hours for that holiday, which is fine. You know, being non-career, when you come into the post office, you're non-career. You won't become career until you have that opportunity. For me, thank God that I came in at the right time. There's 2 people that are retiring. Therefore, God willing, I'll be career in 6 months, you know, and I'll be able to receive those benefits. You know, the benefits are great. So we went over that. And also, so $17.19 hourly, plus if there is a shift differential. The pay is, if you work the hours between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., you get $1.12 more. So I'm making $18.31. You know, it's good pay. You know, like I stated, you're at the bottom. You got to work yourself up because it is through seniority. You know, so just work your butt off and it'll pay off. You know, I've heard a lot of good things about the post office, good and bad. You know, you will be worked. Where I'm working at, I only work Monday through Saturday. And like I stated, my hours are from 4 a.m. till 9, 10, or 12 at noon, which I like because I'm able to come home, you know, and be with my kids when they get off school and have dinner ready and so forth. I do have to go to bed early, though. The latest that I probably stay up is 9 or 10. Other than that, I have to be in bed because I do have to be up at 2:40 is the latest that I'm up. 2:50. They did go over insurance information. Now, for example, I'm only using this as an example because that's what they have on here, and they did state that the insurance does go up every year, but just like it go up, USPS contributions go up too. So I have that self only is $175. They pay $125. You only pay $50, which is nice. But at this moment, I'm not interested just because I'm only working 5, 6, maybe 8 hours a day. And that's not a lot right now, you know. But mostly I've been working 5 to 6 hours a day. I've only worked one 8-hour shift, and that was Friday. Today is Tuesday, I think. Yeah, today is Tuesday, the 2nd. Let me see. Benefits, pay, holiday, like I said, the differential. What I do is, as a postal service employee, is pretty much just get all the mail ready for the carriers. All mail, everything that you receive from the ads, the magazines, your packages that come through the post office, express mail is kind of different. Everything has its thing. Like I stated, this is my 2nd week. It is a lot to remember. It's not that hard at all. It's just pretty much going with the flow. So, yep, that's all the information that I have at this time. If you guys have any questions, just comment below. I'm more than happy to answer them. More than happy to answer them for you. So, have a nice day and God bless.